Welcome to the All In Show, man.
Yeah.
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 Best host in the land.
Yeah.
How you feeling, my boy?
I just want to keep yelling. Yeah. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Working
Man.
as they can and working.
That's all I know.
But yes, here we back. Again with a legend. Y'all
Man.
seen this the third
Man,
time?
it's called a series.
Fourth time.
Third.
Fourth.
Fourth.
Three?
You did
First
one as a
thing.
group, two by this will be a second by itself. So that's
You
two.
sure?
Yeah.
I thought it was four. But anyway, we appreciate you coming back, my boy.
For
So
sure.
I'm gonna need to do a fourth then.
Yeah.
It's called a series. It's the health series.
Yeah.
So each time we bring you, the wife, the team, whoever.
We'll get the wife out.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out.
We don't introduce the legends, so we're gonna need you to introduce yourself again, following.
So if you could give us your name, your hometown, your health and business credentials, your Zodiac, and if you have an iPhone or Android. It's all right here if you need to look again.
I'm Kris Calmese,
Yeah.
from the south side of Chicago
Yeah.
and Riverdale, Illinois, pace setter. I'm the co-owner with my wife, the owner of Binge Foods, Bridging Earth's Nutritional Gaps is what it is. What it stands for.
BENG.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
And then the gym, we have a not-for-profit called the Department of Health and Fitness, and an LLC called Calmese Fitness. And been training for 12 years as a business, and then we've worked with about 8,000 clients, a little over 8,000 clients, from 4-year-old child with autism to firefighter in Elwood to, a professional basketball player playing in Dubai to high school and college volleyball players.
Man, you downplaying
name
it. You got to include all the people. You got to include all the physical therapy you can help
Yeah.
folks with, including my mother. Shout out to mom.
Mama.
Still rave about you. She just said, I got to get up there. I got to get over there, Chris.
What she said?
Yeah, I do.
I got to get up there. I got to get over there, Chris.
Yeah, I do a lot of the therapeutic stuff, range of motion, connect your mind to your body, reducing affective vertigo, and then so aging, the aging process.
Right.
So it's confused with the lazing process. So and so what I do is I try to help people understand there's a difference between your body actually aging and the results of you not moving.
Okay.
So
We're going to have to do a show on that.
yeah.
That'll be a
It's
good
a
one.
whole
For
conversation,
sure.
man. I'm just getting old. You 36 and you say your back's hurting and you're getting old.
At me next time.
What?
Look.
That's not age. That's inactivity.
Terrence Randall says, yo, Calmese.
Hey.
Greg Davidson says, man, I want to try this, whatever it is, Rito. He said, what's up with that new burrito you was talking about?
Put some hot
So if
sauce
you
on
wanna-
my burrito, baby.
Man,
You know it looked
I
good
had,
to me.
I had it today. Man, it was
Look,
man.
I ain't making here in time to get it.
Man, I had one today. It's a lot of food too.
Yeah.
Terrence though, hey man, Terrence, me and him go back. Terrence came and worked out with me. He was like, man, I'm gonna get in shape. To went from 0 to benching 300
Oh,
on a
yeah.
regular pay. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's
Walk
pretty
out of here
good.
like, yeah, I'm out of
pretty
here.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have a
right
good
there.
day. Yeah.
Wintertime, no sleeves, Terrence, bro.
Right.
That's my man, bro.
David Smith says, y'all go further
Yeah,
together.
yeah, my man.
All right, that's everybody there. So let's get into some questions, man. I know that you had some topics you wanted to bring up today. So feel free to swerve and change it as we go. But first, I want to start with the most basic element on Earth that we need, which is water.
Water, right.
How much water do we need? I know we talked about it last time, but I want to reiterate. How much water do we need on a daily basis?
So I want to start with the way people feel about water first before we talk about
Let's
that.
do it.
So let's go first. You're not supposed to drink water just when you're thirsty, because when you're thirsty, that means it's already too late. Two, people say that they don't like water because it doesn't taste a certain kind of way. All that means is that you have desensitized your palate so much that you can't taste, and you require some sort of a flavor, when in fact you can fill your car up with gasoline and you don't worry about what that tastes like. it's literally the fuel to
Right.
life. So when I have clients that have, I got a pain in my knee, I got a back problem right here, I don't even really ask them where they got hurt, when they got hurt.
How much water?
How much water do you drink? You're like, what? I mean, I don't drink that. Well, that's it. Start there. I mean, I can't say that's it, but start there. Why? Because dry muscles tear. Dry joints, dry organs don't digest. They don't filter things out. A dry brain does not send good electrical signals to your body to function properly. A dry brain cannot help the adrenal glands to send out balanced hormones so as to prevent depression and the inability to handle life itself. Anxiety, and so hydration is more than that. And so how we feel about water is real odd, because if you own a dog, because you don't like the taste of water, you don't refuse to give your dog water.
Right.
But you don't give it to yourself. Makes no sense. Stop giving your dog water if you don't give yourself water. See how long that works for them. Or just hydrate yourself as much as the dog hydrates itself.
Right.
Start there. And so how much water should we have a day? It really depends on the size of your body. And if you carry heavier weight, then the body will reduce in mass if you reach your number consistently in how much water you need a day. Because without the water, the body cannot necessarily process fats appropriately. It cannot burn carbohydrates appropriately. It cannot synthesize what you consume to create muscle either effectively.
Right.
And so it's why you saw a lot of bodybuilders with gallons of water, because they already were told and they got it. And you see these big, giant, massive, crazy looking people, they like drinking 2 gallons of water a day.
Right. But that's how they function at that size.
Or it wouldn't work.
Right.
It wouldn't even work. They'd lay there and seize up and cramp everywhere because
As an oversized man, I understand it. The key to life is water. That's how I'm able to move the way I move.
Man, bro, like
it's
without
because I
it,
drink a lot of water.
every single person, unless they've had some serious wear and tear, like you played football and had a real bad injury from slamming up against somebody or something like that, you know?
Right.
If you just have an everyday life and you have a bad back from nothing happened to you, I would ask you how much water do you drink a day? And if you try to pull that, I would drink tea, and no, you are not drinking.
Say that again to the people who say that about tea.
Tea is not the answer.
And the powder drinks you put in the water?
Definitely not an answer. So a powdered drink, where did it grow? Where does it flow naturally in nature, right? So that's how I feel like, so yeah, we're gonna have bad things, you know, but ultimately you should have more of the things your body is designed to need, actually to make space for the fun stuff. You know what I mean? Like if you get enough protein through your natural foods, okay, have some pizza if you want. You know what I mean? Like you had greens, you had fruits, you had, you know what I mean? You had beans and lentils and quinoa, you had avocado and asparagus, and you work out regularly, drinking enough water, you're not gonna blow up from eating. You're not gonna get diabetes from a slice of pizza once a week.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
Right.
So it's really like you have to get into first what it means to build your body. So start there with the water subject. What you've been doing from your life before today led to a space where you are not happy with physically in your health, then you need to first change the natural consumption behaviors. That's the smart, not this, I need to lose weight real fast. How can I lose this by February 14th? I'm gonna lose 6. No, that's not it, because it's gonna throw right back onto your body. You're gonna gain it back and then some. Absolutely will. So we have to be realistic and understand that the body recycles its cells. Like the cells die and new cells are born in their place in a genetic derivative of the cell that died. That pattern, that cell death pattern, is the thing that identifies the new body that you create as a result of behaviors you've had before. Right. Everything you eat, everything you inhale, everything you put on your skin and hair, all of that it contributes to your diet. That is your diet, your intake. What you're ingesting and is in your bloodstream. Right. And so if you change that for 4 years, you'll reach your goal. Oh, for sure, consistently. 4 years, 4 to 7 years, for sure, you'll reach your goal. And then you will have that as your foundation. So if you fell off the wagon real hard for a whole year, you will mess around and still weigh the same. Still have the same body type, nothing. You just look bad because you fell off the wagon, you know? And
Yeah.
so that's, you have to put it in your mind, like, I can't do it now and fast. You can't like beat yourself into the ground for 30 years and then today, because I want to lose some pounds, your body's just gonna flip the switch and change in just a month. It's
Right.
not realistic. It's what the market teaches people to believe in, and that's why people fall into all the fads on the new year. They spend a bunch of wasted money, and then by February, March, sometimes April, give up and start all over again, because none of the stuff was sustainable in the first place.
Right.
Things like starving yourself with carbohydrates and taking protein shakes for breakfast, and or like every morning for breakfast I drink a smoothie. Like, your stomach acid needs something very different from that. It needs water and fresh fruit. You know, you need to chew, create digestive enzymes,
Right.
and that creates the natural process of digestion, and introduces your stomach acid to the new day without the abrupt process of something that's like that came from a factory, a machine-made product.
Right.
So the water is necessary to clean your filters. All of your organs are there to filter something out, or protect you from some sort of entity, or keep things balanced to keep your body in its own in its natural state.
Right.
Right?
No, that makes sense.
Everything,
yeah.
or like to stop you from feeling a pain. Like if you get shot, usually the brain's like, cut that shit off. You're not gonna feel that. Go to sleep.
Right.
You know, you
Put you in shock real quick.
Right, real quick. Like,
Yeah.
that's,
It knows its job.
Every organ in the body has a job to try to like filter and
Right.
or protect you. And the water is the thing that filters your filters without your filters having to filter anything.
Right.
So
That makes sense.
adds that little powder, then your body's got to separate the water from the powder. Creates work on your liver and your kidneys.
It necessarily didn't have to be there.
Didn't have to be
if
there.
you didn't have the dead taste buds.
Yeah, man.
Not dead, but
Desensitized
there we go.
palate. Yeah, sugar.
We had a question from David Smith. He said, does the brand of water matter?
So, me personally, I do not. When it says a brand, it means it came out of a machine. So there's a good chance that you're drinking man-made water. I would say what matters is whether or not it's spring water. This alkaline water stuff that you buy in is from a machine process that takes all the nutrients out of the water and then adds some stuff to it. Water doesn't flow that way anywhere. Try your water that you're drinking in a bowl and put a fish in it and see how long it lives. It won't. So one of the best ideas is to boil your water, then run it through a filter and use that as your clean, or as your water, or buy spring water. Doesn't matter what company, as long as it's spring water.
Okay.
Because spring water is from springs and off of mountains, not out of a machine that produced it and took out all of the vital minerals and added some other stuff into it. to
Which
make
you
it
don't
seem
know,
like
right.
Oh, where did it come from? So it's alkaline because they added something to it, and then they say it's better for you. Then feed that to your dog and see how well your dog lives from it. Feed that to your fish. Like put fish in it and see if they live. They will not. They need the minerals to live, just like us. And we are 72% identical genetically to most fish.
Okay. So with that being said, what bad health effects do bad microorganisms in water? What effects do that cause? Does that cause?
So so fluoride is one thing. You know, it's a neurotoxin that humans add to water. And that's a big negative. Then there's like that nonsense that's in the pipes from the water just sitting in pipes and sitting in reservoirs. And then over here in Kankakee, actually, I hear that our water sources are some of the worst water around.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Intense. Yeah, there was a group over at Olivet that carried out an experiment and found it, and they were trying to find out why and could not get any answers.
So I know water from Kankakee actually goes a lot further than just Kankakee. There's a big water supply that they send outside of here that helps local areas as well. No? Yeah. They supply a lot of water for a lot of people.
So I'm not trying to badmouth the area, I'm
Right.
just saying like this is already found, so we have to be careful about when we consume it.
Right.
So I would start off boiling your water first.
Got
Kill
it.
off all those living things that are bacteriums and stuff in there that are floating around in that stuff. And then run it through a filter. You know, if you have a giant pot, you can just scoop it after you boiled it right into the filter. You got it. And just make a few gallons of it. You know,
Right.
be progressive about it, because like check this out. There's this little woman, my chiropractor and I were talking about. He said, my mentor actually, he said there's a woman who lived 108 years old, whose daughter lived 106 years old, whose next youngest daughter lived to be like 102, 104. And while she was old, he asked her like, well, what do you think the difference was? She said it was our water. They had well water. Well water.
And they had all the natural
They had all the
minerals.
natural minerals, magnesium,
Right.
iron, calcium, like selenium, naturally occurring in their water, clean. And so what's everybody doing is drinking everything other than that. That kind of water that helped those women live that long is not alkaline water out of a machine.
That's true.
It is not. It's not life water. It's not none of that stuff.
Al Hardin said,
She's a
can
hater.
we really trust that the water is really from the springs?
I mean, yeah, they have to, because like there are people who work. So think about this: if I had a business and I said it's vegan, right, but we were still putting eggs in our food, do you think everybody at my business is gonna stay there forever? No, somebody's gonna fall off and go somewhere else. Somebody's gonna say something.
Right.
Somebody's going to say something, and then there are people who measure it too. But
Make spring water a long time.
I mean, you have to have like
Long
just
time.
your circle.
Yeah.
The only people, because like somebody's gonna say
somebody-
everybody. They out, man. People are always being outed for everything.
For sure.
Everywhere.
For
Everywhere.
sure.
We found out about orange juice and apple juice have additives that they put in it that is supposedly causing cancer. And you got folks out here making juices and smoothies and pouring it in there, and people think that's healthy. You got people drinking that stuff in the morning, every morning, thinking that stuff is a healthy choice because it says
Right.
100% vitamin C.
Right.
It came out. Like there are people literally out there devoting their time to outing these places. So yeah, you don't have to. I ain't heard one person come out and show and prove that
From drinking
They ain't
orange
in the
juice and apple
springs,
juice.
bro.
for water, like straight up. So
They
I would.
really ain't in them springs.
Right, we're in the springs of Utah, and they're on the south
It's
side
half
of Chicago.
spring and half right.
Yeah, nah, it's only. I would say only because it hasn't been out yet. You know, I'm an avid researcher. I don't,
Right.
it ain't because Doctor said he said. No, you
wanna
need
get
to
your own
hand
research?
me the books.
Right.
Hand me the research. I'll talk to the doctor, the physicians, the chiros, whoever got the research, and read that stuff. I'm not gonna sit up and just endorse any company just because somebody said it says something. So I mean, I would say do your research.
Plus, things change.
Sure do. Businesses
Just like the last
change.
comment we just got. They were originally putting ginger ale in ginger ale, ginger and ginger ale.
Yeah.
And there's no ginger
Ain't
anymore in
no
ginger
ginger.
It's
ale.
real. There ain't no ginger.
So it's really
Apple Jacks
just-
don't even taste like apple.
Man, Coca-Cola don't have
They don't
cocaine
even
in
got
it no more.
cocaine in it no more.
Well, I don't. That cheese. That's another topic for another show.
Real.
Show, man.
Let's talk about gut health.
Okay.
So go ahead and correct me because I'm going to say these terms incorrectly.
Microbiota.
I practiced earlier, thank you, but I lost it today. So what is gut microbiota?
Biota.
Couldn't get it out.
So every human being, no matter who you are, has around 9 to maybe 15 billion cells that make you your body, right? You are outnumbered by the bacteria inside your body. There's often 1 trillion, 8 trillion of them all throughout you. There's more of them than there are you.
Oh, for sure.
Who you are. And so those bacterium, just like they're no different from like when you see a whale with a little suckerfish on the side of the body cleaning, or a shark.
Right.
That's what they are internally. You don't produce them yourself. They are their own community that have produced inside of your body as a result of your life activities and all of your relationships with animals and your family and stress and consumption. They are the bacteria, the community that have developed in response to you. So they, in essence, look up and see stars, and they're probably just your pores.
It's almost just like Men in Black. Remember they was in the marble? They went in the locker and there was a marble, which is one world inside of a...
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
quite seriously, this is
Yeah.
absolutely true. And so like,
But he's got marbles with the worlds.
man,
They was chilling.
right?
Chilling.
And there's a possibility that there's a lot of them down there that don't even believe you exist.
Oh, for sure. It's the Matrix.
They're the atheists of your body.
Right.
You know?
The atheists of your
The
body.
atheists, I don't believe in Ryan. The almighty Ryan.
I'm not even gonna get folks in on it because I had comments and
But I'm
almost.
saying like
Yeah.
that is literally the subject. You
Right.
are the God of that community inside of you. They beg for you to bring down the nutrition that they need to make their community flourish.
So you saying they don't like orange juice and apple juice?
They like oranges and apples.
There you go. Okay.
Oranges and apples with the fiber.
Tell me up real quick, huh?
So this community lives off of what you consume. They generally need phytochemicals, which are the building blocks of all produce, in their color, their texture, the smell, their flavor. And as a result of the regular consumption of phytochemicals from plants, that community grows and develops and helps prevent cancers, prevent mental health issues. It provides a healthy cell death pattern. That's a whole conversation within itself.
Right.
But, so that community it depends on how you consume.
Right.
And they can affect the way you think, the way you sleep, the way you crave certain things
for
to
sure.
consume, depending on the patterns in which you've consumed in the past. So it's hard to break patterns because you have to teach your body how to stop craving the same things. And so your intestinal flora, gut flora, microbiota, they're all the same things.
It's just that we're in aligning.
Yeah, they're all over inside.
Right. Because you said it's millions.
Yeah, no, trillions.
Trillions.
Osmosis jungle.
Yeah, so when you have sex,
That's a good one, Dan.
And
So having sex.
you can hand your bacterium off to the person, you create symbiosis. And so when someone else is introduced into that relationship, it can create a scent. And so
That's a whole nother show too.
yeah, you never,
Look at me.
never heard of BV?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the subject.
Oh,
Your bacterium just
tore them up.
yeah.
Yours wasn't good. You was barely holding on.
Just combine it,
Yeah,
then it's
on.
multiple people's bacterium, and then you create a pH imbalance.
You had Apple Jacks for breakfast. You drank it with orange juice,
And a coffee.
and you drank a coffee.
And
Woo!
And you went in raw with somebody.
And you went in
raw,
raw.
and you had some liquor.
Say it was some liquor. Oh,
Like,
so
so
I needed.
and then
we got fourth graders to watch. I
Right.
can't go no further.
But then you wonder why
I
you
respect it.
feeling down. You know what I mean? Why you feel depressed. And got folks who drink pop as their form of hydration, and then wonder why their joints are degenerating and things like that.
I don't know why my back hurt, but I ain't drink water in 3 days. But I drink tea.
Y'all drink that tea?
I drink green tea. I
Sweet
drink.
tea and
Green
I was
tea.
just gonna say.
Green tea
I
has
just drink Lipton from the bottle the other day.
Lifted. Shout out to Lifted iced tea.
and folks living off coffee for breakfast, man. That is.
Coffee. Right.
Someone told me like we were supposed to be drinking coffee for breakfast and fasting until like 3 p.m. and only eating until 7 p.m. And it's like, what made you think that all humans are supposed to do
The
that?
exact same thing.
Like, who told you that? Everybody's supposed to do that.
Right.
Probably somebody who genetically was really good at it and was probably still young or something. and
Right.
The genetics hadn't yet handled that negatively, so they believe the person because they still look good. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So there's a lot to the field. You'll get some 23-year-old who's never ever been out of shape in life, and who's never helped somebody lose weight in life out here giving tips on social media.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, bro.
For
People
sure.
like, you want to get crazy abs? Do these exercises. Dude's like 26, shredded, chasing females.
Chasing
Never-
never in slow motion in the commercial.
Right, and talking about, this is how you get at.
It's
No,
the
bro.
next video to get me.
No, bro.
You can eat whatever you want when you go ahead and work out. You just got to do it 6-7 times a day. If you consistent and you take in less than what you.
Yeah.
It's crazy too, like, and then the
$39.95.
taking in, right? You don't even know, like, eating less is dangerous if you get to below 1,500 calories.
Right.
It's dangerous to your
Right.
mind, to your, like, everything. Like, you can really cause serious physical damage over long periods of time under eating and working out, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, And so people like don't get it, But microbiota is the subject that you like. So if you focus on the need for those things, it kind of knocks out a lot of the worry of what you're consuming. Because like if you're getting a lot of greens, a lot of natural reds, oranges, and blues, and all of those things, resveratrol, lycopene, leucine, like things that the body would need to create a healthy gut flora, that occupies a large percentage of your caloric intake. And so the fear of the calories being bad kind of is different when the majority of your intake is all fresh produce and beans and things like that have all the minerals you would need in a day. So a lot of people don't like beans and wonder why they have all these health issues, can't get their bodies to shrink back down.
Well, you know, beans make me gassy, so I don't eat a lot of beans.
Beans make you gassy because they're interacting with other stuff you had to eat. Beans interact with carbohydrates.
Had a fight.
Right, cornbread is a carb, so you combine it with the carb. It's dolomite. But
I only said that to say that too because I hear that a lot of times because I eat a lot of beans.
Yeah,
I do all
beans,
the time.
Yep.
Beans, if you eat them with chips, if you eat them with crackers, they're gonna fart. You know, if you eat them with just carbs.
Shit at your house.
I'm gonna eat it before the show tomorrow.
At your
I hope
house.
you're ready.
Get them out of here.
It's the all-in show.
You're gonna be in a bathroom.
Toot toot.
So,
In a bathroom on your parts, bro.
I'm gonna say this though about microbiota. People take probiotics. You know, they feel like they're doing something about it. But if you really want to improve your flora community, you really just need to eat the rainbow.
Excuse one of my questions.
Eat the rainbow.
So what do health enthusiasts, what do they mean by that when they say eat the rainbow, and what is the benefit of eating the rainbow?
So each color has its own group of phytochemicals that have different help to the body.
Okay.
So like isoflavones, flavonoids, carotenoids, they're all like different categories of the same subject.
I'm gonna add them to the chat. Go ahead, I got them posted right here.
Yeah, so they like isoflavones will be found in or flavonoids will be found in like
Beans.
red beans.
Okay.
You could find it in green tea too.
Oh.
But
Tea, boy.
they have like different benefits, but they're not all beneficial for everybody in the same way and the same need.
Gotcha.
Right.
So like, whereas if you have green tea and it has a decent benefit to it, another person can be completely intolerant to caffeine.
Right.
And just should not ever have it. You know?
Right.
So, and the dependence on caffeine is actually extremely negative to your hormones and your ability to handle stressors in life.
That makes sense.
It's
Duh.
intense because you're accustomed to a high version of you, you know, and it's not like a weed high where you like chill or like an alcohol high where you like are trying to have fun. No, this is like a high that you use to make you feel like you're just yourself, and you're never yourself. Yourself is the person that
A
doesn't.
heightened version of yourself that
Yeah,
isn't
you're just
realistic.
like,
Right.
I'm not myself if I don't have mine. Think about that. Like,
That's a statement.
caffeine is an actual drug,
Yeah.
and it's as addictive as cocaine. And if you're addicted to the version of you that is that, then you don't even know who you are,
Right.
or what stressors or what like things you're sensitive to in the world. You know, it makes you become hypersensitive when you aren't on it, and lulled down to the point where you like can't even handle regular life. So then you get people who say, "Oh, well, when I drink coffee now, it doesn't even do anything to me."
Woo, that means you drink a lot of caffeine. The blockers don't even block no more.
Folgers.
I could drink a pot of coffee and go to
Maxwell
sleep.
House.
Do you know caffeine doesn't even give you energy?
Yeah.
No, it just turns off the hormone that's supposed to make you tired.
Don't be when I'm
I ain't know that, boy.
Think about that.
That was
So
deep.
that means it affects your hormone production.
Some of you don't want to stop.
You do not want to stop, bro.
Right.
It's the worst.
Right.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Chris Williams. Wait. I skipped one. Sorry. Dougie says, "What up, Calmese?" Shout out to my cousin Orlando Hickenbottom. He said this is a 5-star show.
Hey, Orlando. What's
Fuck
up, bro?
Dougie.
The biggest snitch in the city, Chris Williams, my cousin, says, "I see a lot of people." You know I got the best one.
Chris Will.
See Will for sure. He said, "I see a lot of people in the fad of mushrooms coffee." I can't talk today. Are there real benefits from consuming a mushroom-based coffee over a regular coffee?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. So like I would say sourced properly. There are a lot of companies that found out that people are looking for mushroom coffee, so they've already figured out how to word it to make it sound like it's something good for you, and it's really not.
Right.
So like I would say, find out if the company is sourcing out organically sourced mushrooms. Two, and if they are sourced by local people of the community of the business that sells it.
Right.
Because I have to say it that way because like if it's a big factory where they just produce what they can call lion's mane mushroom, it isn't the same thing that pulled the vitamin D from the sun, that sat out and grew on the side of a tree.
Right. I get what you're saying.
That was consumed by an animal
and improperly hydroponic grown.
Right.
Gotcha.
So like that is not the same thing. Because like seaweed, spirulina, if it's grown inside of a factory, it is not the stuff that creates the omega-3s in the bloodstream of salmon. The stuff that's inside the rivers,
right? That
and the lakes, the streams, rivers really.
Okay.
That's what. So do you get what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
So
factory strip nutrients, factory skip steps.
Thank you.
I'm with that.
So so look at it, make sure it has like multiple types of mushrooms. Don't get one that just says one kind. Always get the one if you're over the age of 30, or I would say always get the one that has lion's mane mushroom in it.
Almost there.
Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
27.
He just turned 27.
Almost that, man.
Aw, 27. Man.
Yeah, 27.
Almost there.
Yeah. That's funny.
Man.
My mother said, love you guys.
I was a new parent, man. First time.
Yeah. So
Me too, shit.
Let's talk stretching.
Let's get it.
One of my newer found friends that I couldn't stand for bro, when I first started getting to working out, health, all of that, oh, that was the hardest thing to get me to do in the world. Why I ain't gonna stretch? All right, I just stand there and look at you.
Why?
I didn't understand the purpose of it.
I'm good.
Stretching.
If you go back on Facebook, back enough, you might find a couple of pictures of me trying to
Oh, for sure, people post them all the time.
So
Why though?
Because to me, I just didn't understand the logic. Before I got older and my body, I started
What
slowing
was your
down.
logic then? You just get up and just...
I could just run. I could just lift. I could just do all those things in that stretching. Let's go. You wasting my time. Why am I standing here not doing nothing?
Even though Kobe never be stretching.
I ain't trying to be Kobe. Not number 8 or 24.
Professional people stretch.
I was 20. What he said? Hell, Ricky. I was hot. No, when I.
Damn.
Bro, I just didn't. Hey, look, and now I completely understand it.
yeah, it's valuable.
Or ask him, because before, man, Ryan stretched. Yep, all right. Ryan, why are you lifting weights? I told you to stretch. Oh, I am stretching. This is my stretch.
So when stretching, the actual word itself, like in
Fred Houston said 27. Sorry, go ahead.
27?
What that table, Fred?
Right.
the field of
Y'all
stretching.
shit at the party house and where, man. My damn table.
You said that last time.
Yeah.
Won't get that table back.
Man, bro.
Sorry.
I still ain't got it, man. Since the last show.
Oh, you ain't got to give him no. He bought one. It's
He's
the
out
fact.
there break dancing over there on Hickory on my table.
Fred.
Yeah. 6'4" motherfucker out here naked break dancing.
Not naked break dancing. Come on, Fred.
Stop.
You're not supposed to shake your head at church. Go ahead.
Stretching it means move the range of motion.
Okay.
So like it doesn't necessarily mean it's gotta hurt. It really just means that you gotta exercise each range of motion of your body.
Gotcha.
And people don't stretch, you got a cat and you watch it as soon as it gets up from a nap.
Stretching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Open up the spine each direction. I mean, they're doing it all,
Yeah.
But dogs do it too, but humans just don't, and we're supposed to. Monkeys do, gorillas do.
All primates.
All primates. They all do. Every one of them. You'll see they do it when they're grooming themselves.
Right.
Turning the foot up, cleaning the toes, things like that. You know what I mean?
2 in 1.
Like it's really intense how it's
2 in
a
1.
part of what they're doing, and nobody say, "Hey, monkey, stretch." You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
You're like, man, I don't want to stretch, but really stretching, what it does is so you have all these muscles all over the place that hold your body together, and like as you age, your physical behaviors lessen. And as a result of the lessened activity, certain ranges of motion are no longer used. Like, you know how a lot of adults do like walking for like cardio?
Walking in the mall. Power walking.
But none of them know that like they're just degenerating muscle. Like it literally, there will never be a hamstring muscle.
So, with that being said, for people who are into steps, because steps is the new thing. You like that, right?
You're burning
I'm trying to.
calories.
Look at him.
I see you. I see.
I gotta be disrespectful.
I see you.
You're disrespecting me.
So. Go ahead, my bad.
No, so for people who are into the step thing now, they're like, oh, I don't work out. You know, I get my 10,000 steps, 15,000 steps, 20,000 steps. I get those in. What do you say to those people who aren't incorporating lifting weights or running
or even lunges, man?
Yeah,
like,
not
so
just
the whole body is losing muscle. It's pretty much all. I mean, if you're not doing any sort of resistance training or of any sort, and you're only walking, your hamstrings, your lower back, your shoulders, your biceps, triceps, your pecs, your abs, all of them, your quads, everything gets weaker. The only thing that really consistently develops strength is just your ankles. You know what really gets weaker when you only walk? Your lungs.
That makes sense because you never expanded.
You never. People are afraid to be out of breath, which is really what makes your lungs strong and keep you alive on this earth. You know, it's what. Think about it, like with everybody that you know, that, and no offense to anybody who doesn't exercise, but anybody who has diabetes, not type 2 diabetes, they do not run. They do not run.
Okay.
Not. Your body would be burning that stuff off. You would not have.
You wouldn't allow it to stay there.
You wouldn't have type 2 diabetes. There's this saying that says, what they say, it's not that diabetes runs in your family, it's that nobody in your family runs.
That's serious.
Yeah, that's.
If you need to run, hire bro Dusty.
I'm trying to tell you.
He gonna work your nerves. He gonna trip you, you gonna fall. But you gonna run.
The thing is, like, and people are afraid to run because they just haven't been running.
Right.
And really, all you need to do is like first start working on walking faster, and then next time walk a little faster and pick those heels up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't just go run. You know, work on your calves. Or come work with me. I'll teach you how. You know, but it's just a process. Like you. That's our problem, is that we like, I want to lose weight. So you go into the step class and you're like, I hurt my knee. I hurt my knee. And you think it's because of yourself. And you shouldn't have been doing it. You shouldn't have been doing it. You haven't been doing anything. Why are you in a step class, bro?
Right.
Your trainer needs to sit you down and teach you how to stretch and do some range of motion. Make sure your ankles have legit integrity, because if your feet have not been used athletically, the first thing that's going to happen is they're going to go that way. As soon as you hit the floor, it's going to roll. Because the muscles on the sides of the ankle are just not strong enough.
Right.
All it takes is a few days of it, just calf raises and dorsiflexsions, pointing the feet up and down, balance on one leg on a consistent basis, bend a little bit. If you can't bend at all on one leg, you shouldn't be running. So, you start.
That makes sense.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, one leg, bend.
It doesn't have to have major range of motion, just enough to do it.
I heard you. I'll be doing the same thing. I already know.
If you
I see you do
whenever
that.
I
You gotta
sit,
keep doing
bro,
it till it's
anybody, you
stop
sit
You
down
on
and start
27, what's your
crying.
problem?
But after the third or fourth, it goes away.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Sitting is so unhealthy, for long periods. It just
add me next
tightens
time.
I've been
you up.
27, 10 years, boy.
Oh, yeah, throw it out there now.
Yeah, it's been a long 27.
Okay. So I want to ask this question. I know it is not based off stretching, but there are a lot of people who see you work out, see how you train young folks or how you train larger people, who get in here, they're older, they get in here and they bounce off a knee and they do a backflip on their hands and they run off their butt cheeks all the way down the hallway. They come back
on a handstand
the whole time, right?
The whole time.
Doing chin-ups with just their chin,
No hands.
So you have people who see that. Is that necessary for everyone?
So,
Because a lot of people get detoured when you say lifting weights because they think of that. Or when they say,
you know what the problem in my place is that you can, so you see all these people doing crazy stuff in videos. How many people do you know at the beginning of fitness want to be on a video camera?
man, no.
Right? I can't put anybody on. So I can't. I mean, like, all my beginners are like, are you recording me? Like, no.
I never told you
not
Brittany got me
recording
to
you.
start stretching. Ryan, if you don't start stretching, I'm gonna record all your videos. Bet. Bet, I'm stretching. So shout out to Brittany. I am stretching. Don't put that out there.
Brittany the GOAT.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
She don't know that that's what got me.
Got you
Innovative,
going.
man.
Bro, how you want me to do
You
what?
record twice a week though.
That ain't working out. It's different when you're working out because it's awkward. Especially so, full disclosure, at this time, I had moved to Chicago and I was non-active at all. And my body was in the worst shape it's ever been in my entire life. And, I was in a depressed state and I was eating like no human being should ever eat. And I was used to moving and a lot of things changed when I very first moved to Chicago. So, when I very first moved to Chicago. But I had to say it because it's part of the...
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, my bad.
But, so I went and tried to run on my own, and it was so hard.
Yeah.
And it was the worst experience. Like, my body wouldn't move. It wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like,
Awkward.
I was locked.
Like in your mind, you felt like
My mind could do it.
Yeah.
My lungs wasn't dying. But my body was like, yeah, bro, what you on?
We been
So I
chilling
reached out.
all the time.
I reached out to Kris.
Yeah.
Kris, something wrong.
Like this.
But, bro, like literally.
Yeah.
And then, so we argued a lot, and he was like, hey, I'm going to see you over here to my homegirl, because I'm not going to argue with you.
Oh, God, I ain't.
Because you really need, being real, you need a female. Yeah, it's just what it is. You need
I'm not going to argue with her.
And I was like, I know the best one there is.
Right.
I'm in connection with Britt.
So-
she was cold with it. And she had so many dudes that and speaking to the guys that she worked with, like they were all dudes who needed a female, not some dude telling them what to do.
Yeah, especially somebody that you look at as a friend and a mentor, because
Yeah.
Kris be like, hey, stretch and do, hell no. Then Brittany said, I'd be like, nah. Then she started roasting me, and I'd be like, all right, man, you ain't finna heat me,
You think
cuz.
it's time to play when you come in.
We would go back and forth the whole time, bro, and get
Yeah.
nothing accomplished. And then Britt come in like, man, get your...
Get your
Because
ass up,
she,
bro.
look, she started heating me, bro. As soon as I come out the locker room,
I remember-
you ain't finna do nothing today, are you?
Bro, during COVID, Britt and I were training in the same place, so they connected, and I heard her in there like, man, if you don't get your... I was crying. I was trying not to let her hear me.
I was telling her no at first too, till she started roasting me.
That's what did it.
It was perfect, bro. That's just who
It was
you are, man.
disrespectful. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
So what are the benefits of stretching? Okay, because we're not finna just...
So people get all super afraid about having to go too far and all that, but really just go where you can go, you know?
Yeah.
If you can't touch your toes with your legs straight, then that should be a regular practice. Like before you eat, every time you eat,
Right.
try to reach down there, but then also adversely arch your spine backwards and reach behind. You know what I mean? Your
Right.
spine needs both back, forward, and it needs side.
Right,
You know
because
what
that's
I
the
mean?
range of it.
It's the range, yeah. And so and your knee is not supposed to go past the plane. It's not supposed to break the cage, but every single inch all the way back to where your heel gets to your butt, that whole area needs to have blood flow. It needs to have functionality, so you have to actually be able to use it. And if you don't have it, and it's tight, then there's a good chance you have lower back pain, and you can tear an ACL with no problem.
Man, I had
there's so
horrible
many
back
bad
pains
problems
during that.
Yeah.
That changed that. Yeah, man, when I tell you I would lock up like I just couldn't move. Yeah, I'm no good to nobody now until it loosens itself up.
Yeah.
But again, after reach for your toes, and I could barely reach my knees, and then it went down, and now I'm still touching toes.
I see you now, boy.
No, pause. Pause. So,
Yeah.
Devin Vince says that Calmese stretching is different. Fred said you got plenty of time to get a table, bro.
Just give me mine back, baby.
Devin Vince said, go where you can go. He had my hamstring and my ankle. And Morgan Ben says, hey guys, what up, Morgan?
Oh, Morgan.
Hey, guys.
So, should you stretch as part of your warm-up?
So yeah, it should be like, so for me personally, stretching is like a self-care practice that I do before I do anything else in the day. Like, so early in the morning, nobody's awake. I'm the only one in the house up. And
Right.
Cats are up, obviously, but I'm up and I go into
Cats. We ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna keep
Oh
going.
yeah, our
We ain't
cats
gonna-
are awesome.
Dogs. Go ahead. It was an accident.
sick.
It slipped.
Cats,
So
boy.
in that room, I got this room, so I roll out this mat, and I'll literally just hydrate. I'll do a whole liter of water and stretch for 45 minutes.
Okay.
And I'll do hold each stretch for at least 60 seconds, I do them like 2 to 3 times each. I go through everything that I can think of that can get knocked out in that time frame.
Right.
And so like what it does is like, it's really more like no social media, no talking to nobody, no phone. I'll probably throw on some like blues or jazz or something in the room and just be in my own zone, just in my mind on my heartbeat, practicing mindfulness. Before the start of the day, man, because I have so many people that I have to like to help, and communicate with, from like cancer patients to children with special needs to people who are getting over injuries to like really high level advanced athletes who need a lot of attention.
Facts. And you have to be hands-on with them.
Yeah, and I have to be able to like, and I gotta demonstrate this full split thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like if I didn't stretch, bro, and, you know what I mean?
I ain't there.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like right now, I'm just sitting here, I'm tightening up, just sitting here, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so like it's
Like young me, you can hop out the bed. But
We
now,
still
I got
2017
to
years.
stretch, my boy.
For sure.
Now I got to.
For sure.
Man, I'm telling you.
18 years ago, I was your age.
Bro, just
And
hopping out the bed.
I was like jumping over cars and
I'm
stuff.
trying to tell
He
you.
can still jump over
I'm
a
saying,
car.
man,
I seen him.
I
He get
might.
that coffee and that cut off his forearm.
I gotta get like a week in me. Give me a good week.
Nah, he can do it.
Need a
Somebody
protein
will.
shake, bro.
Yeah.
So how long should you spend in each stretch?
So depending on your age, when you're under, I wouldn't say, depending on the age of your body. Cause like, if you feeling like you need to stretch, then you need to hold that stretch for at least 30 seconds, 45 seconds or so. If you are over the age of, I would say 35, 40, it should be a minute at a time.
Look how he keeps standing.
And you should do it multiple times because like, the first time you do it, you're not gonna get to the fullest range you can get.
You just open
Right.
that
Yeah, you just
thing
open it up, and you do it, and then you go back to the other side, and you're like significantly further. And after that full minute, like, and also too, like the fact that you are in that space, your brain will send all kinds of electrical communication to that area too. So this is like long-term functionality. and
That
health.
makes sense.
So, a lot of people just sit and then go, man, my foot went numb. And when is the last time you did a calf raise? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
when is the last time you balanced on one leg? Balance, And so like you don't practice it, you will lose
You
it.
don't feel it, yeah.
How does stretching prevent soreness and injury? I can't talk. It's gone today.
It will prevent the kind of soreness that happens through wear and tear, just the everyday life.
Okay.
And it prevents injuries just basically.
Hamstrings for one. That's
man.
that pop up in my head.
You know how many dudes is like uncles racing their nephews
I'm telling you,
and
that
tore their
bullet,
hamstring,
that
or
bullet mug.
shout out to, I ain't gonna say it, my guy.
Bullet.
He went
Shout out to my guy.
hooped against his son, tore his ACL.
Yeah.
And they like,
Just hopping out there.
yeah, bro, because you have not ran cut,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Or the kid changed direction. You can change direction going
In your head,
backwards.
you think like
Right? So you think in
like
the
you
movement
got it,
and you
yeah.
have not connected to your body.
Yeah.
Your body's not gonna do what you're thinking.
By the time you
And
this way, your
like,
shit
yeah,
toe
and it's
up
going the other
that
way and then
Right.
Yeah.
back the other way. You know what I'm saying? And that is that's the whole subject of stretching. It's like you have to first prevent those things. People are always like, what can I do to hurry up and get, or how can I get, no man, start off. You need to
There's no
prevent.
hurry.
You need to stop and slow down. Change your routine. Get a routine. Create a routine. Oh, I get up too early. No, that's the routine you already created.
Man, I need to hear that.
You know?
Yeah. Because
Like-
I've fallen off routine for sure.
Man, or like folks who be like, man, I get up too early in the morning. What time you go to bed? 12. What were you doing? What you do till 12?
Yeah.
Man, that's my relaxing time. I sit back, play video
Well,
games.
What
watch
time did you slow
movies.
down? 9?
Right? You know what I'm saying?
So for
you
3
telling
hours,
me
you just
you couldn't for
kicking it.
30 minutes in that during that movie. You couldn't just for 30 minutes.
Sometimes I start at 8.
Yeah.
Just you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
put my foot up in, stretch a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, just 30 minutes during your movie.
Right.
That's all you needed to do. But
First
like
and
nothing.
second.
Like,
Yeah.
and then we'll let that nothing stretch up to like, 15 years.
15 years.
You know what I'm
enough.
saying?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I want to lose weight.
You do.
You want to. And then what happens is
And I'm
we
going
end
to
up
drink this ginger ale
With no ginger.
with no ginger.
With no ginger.
Because I don't like water.
You want to talk about a placebo
What I mean,
effect?
but I
boy,
drink
ginger
apple
ale.
juice and orange juice. I drink apple juice and orange juice.
Don't taste like apple.
You know what? You're right.
Man,
I'm
don't taste nothing like an apple, bro.
I'm gonna start.
You ever juice an apple? You ever juice apple?
It don't taste nothing like that. It's
It
amazing.
tastes nothing like
Not
that.
like
It's
apple juice.
amazing.
It is.
And it's a different texture too. It's way thick. It's so much better.
Well, that's okay. So I'm gonna start just buying that orange juice. I'm just gonna put it in my smoothies. I'm gonna have a smoothie every morning, and then I put some water in the smoothie. That way, I'm getting my water intake too.
Yeah, but it's not plain water. But yeah, it's more
Yeah.
hydration. Your body still has to extract it, but your body extracts water from fruits and stuff too.
Yeah.
You know,
Drink a whole bunch of that shit.
you know how much fruit you got to eat
Yeah.
to get enough water, bro.
I'm down. Let's try.
Like three watermelons, like straight up, like
I can't eat 3 watermelons.
You just
can't
started.
even eat one.
I just started eating watermelon.
Oh
I can
my
eat
God.
one. I'm almost at
A
one.
whole one in one day.
About
Oh
3/4 of a
my-
watermelon.
That's all you eating?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all I'm
that's what I'm
eating.
saying.
And I'm going to the bathroom
That's it.
Honestly,
non-stop.
to finish your day with something that's high protein. But, man, that's tough. You'll be spraying out your butt.
Shout out to Will Williams. He got me doing that.
Will,
Just,
yeah,
eat a,
yeah.
just eat a watermelon.
Doing
He-
that
he-
on occasion.
He was like, just eat a
flush your
watermelon.
system
For
real.
sure.
For real.
And you talk about bursts of energy.
Oh my God. Yeah, you like.
Just eat your watermelon for a
Yeah.
day.
Just- And then,
Energized.
you know what's
In
weird?
many areas of your life.
For many, yeah. Citrulline, actually, that's the phytochemical that they find in the white part or the bottom part of there that helps with testosterone levels.
Yeah.
Balance. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Shout out to Will Williams.
Yeah, yeah. Will, man, that's my man.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure. You put
I
me on.
remember
Will's a
that
good
talk.
dude.
Boy, Will, you remember that talk?
Come a long way.
Yeah, that's my man. Yeah.
That's what's up. So I got a little segment I created here with you today.
Okay.
Instead of going with, I took 2 of your categories and I turned them into let's ask the trainer.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask you because you're my running coach.
Okay.
So you a part of this too.
Bet.
Even if you don't make no sense, give
Let's
me an
get
answer.
it. You know I'm an answer there. Let's get it.
And if he wrong, just tell him he wrong.
I'm with it. Let's go.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
Okay. So these are common calories and or workout questions for personal trainers.
Okay.
My goal is fat loss. Why are you having me lift weights?
Because the ultimate goal is to grow muscle. So when people say, I just want to lose weight, and then they say, I don't want to grow muscle, it's literally just a lack of education. Just don't know what they're talking about. If you say that, you say, I want bad knees, I want a bad back, I want migraines, I want elbow problems, and I want surgery on my knees and on my shoulders and on my spine.
Right.
That's what you're saying if you don't want muscle. Because that's the responsibility of muscle.
Right.
And so when we just only trying to eat a certain kind of way to lose weight, that's most of the time just like laziness, you know?
Right.
I don't want to exercise. Like, so what about your lungs? What about your heart?
Yeah.
You know, like your organs inside benefit from
Long term,
the
this is how we
resistance
understand.
and cardiovascular exercise. People like bodybuilders, they don't live longer than what we call morbidly obese folks because bodybuilders usually carry more weight and they don't do cardio at all.
Right.
Like, oh, I do 5 minutes on, I do 8 minutes on walking on stairs. Like, bro, that is not cardio.
Right.
They're afraid that doing
Need you to get
enough
up and walk.
cardio is going to make them smaller. Like, it's like, okay, it's all about your image, but it's not about the image. It's about the strength of your lungs.
Not
You're
together.
right. You're right.
You're right, but not together. Anything you want to add, Coach?
I always heard or felt like when you do lift weights, it shapes you, I guess. Like if you're not in the best shape, it can help you shape your body right. Of course, with activity too, it get you moving, but just trying to get your physique together, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so no matter how much training, lifting, or whatever you do, it's going to shape your body a certain kind of way depending on your genetic disposition. I know this one dude, he's got 10 abs. It's just they shaped as 10. And he's a professional bodybuilder. It's crazy. And I know another dude, pro bodybuilder, he only has like 4. When I tell you that you can not see where those things are the same body, you can't see it's a deep. I mean, he is shredded, but his ab exercises were not lacking in any way.
Right.
So it's not
Just naturally
it's
not
just
made.
shaped like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, a person see a girl and she's like super thin and shapely and a little butt poked out, but you don't even know what your body's shaped like. So you may want to look like this person. You have no idea if you're not working out, but you're shaped out like you're fit. in actuality, you can shape your body.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not about that, though. If you make it about that, you'll miss something in your health issue. Whether it's an injury or something, it should be about your overall well-being. If it's about like your overall well-being, your hydration, eating really natural foods, doing resistance training, practicing mindfulness practices that are helpful for the mind and body, consistently hydrated properly, all of that consistently, you're gonna like how you look. You're gonna like the results of that. 4 years of that, oh my God, you're gonna love it, whatever it is.
Right.
You know, so our social media educated minds have shortened our attention spans in such a way that marketing of big businesses have realized it, and so they sell the really fast result thing on everything in front of us. And so people like, that's what I want to see. I want it fast. And you're like, no, that just means you don't want it at all.
Yeah,
you
trying
know?
to work for it.
You don't want it at all, you know?
Right.
Billy Bob.
Shout out to Billy
Hey,
B.
the legend, bro.
For sure.
Best basketball
05
player ever
legend.
from out of here.
05 legend.
How many days a week should I exercise?
4.
Yeah, I would say 4 is a healthy number. And if one of those days was just stretching for an hour, that would count as one, you know, but 4, yeah, it's probably healthy. And then when you have your off days, you know how people stagger, they're like on, off, on, off. That's cool, but it is so much healthier to just do all your training days in a row and have your recovery days in a row.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
spending those recovery days like, I deserve this, you know, relax and enjoy it. And then after you recover
That's
completely,
crazy.
3 days straight off, and then come back at it, you're not gonna feel sore, you're not gonna feel lethargic, you feel like it's time, you earn those days
I
off.
feel like one day good enough. Maybe 2 if you're going hard
What?
to rest.
3.
3 straight days?
3.
Is it possible to overtrain?
Oh yeah, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy. You shoot. If you're new to working out, you can end up with rhabdomyolysis.
Okay.
That's when
Trying
you
to hurry up and get it?
Yeah, and then the muscle breaks down and myosin, it's a whole process. Anyway, you just end up in the hospital and your kidney's about to fail. Yes, there you go. Anybody can overtrain.
Okay. Jamie Bond says, yes, I need to do that so my sciatica can get back right.
Yeah, sciatica. So sciatica is a multifaceted subject. That's like the hydration can be part of it. Over years and years of dehydration, you know, and then bones weaken, joints weaken without enough water.
Right.
That's first off. Everything weakens. Everything in your body weakens, no matter what. And so, over time, just walking and being active, a lot of people go, I don't know what it was. I was just reaching for something, and it just happened.
What do I know? I told you that back.
Yeah, it's that's that 1001.
I sneezed one time and was down for 2 days.
Yeah, man. That's what it is, So like, sciatica is like, it's the result of enormous inactivity
That's what mine was.
or some sort of injury. Yeah, enormous inactivity. Like you have not met, people who haven't played sports for more than 15, 20 years. People who like really have not accelerated at any point.
Yeah.
I just seen an athlete prayers to Frank Whitehead. I don't know if you remember him. He was like a Tennessee
Back in the days,
tight end.
yeah.
He just died the other day. Fell in his house. Just fell and hit his head, bro. And you wouldn't think that being a former athlete, but like you said.
I don't know if you know about NFL players. They don't live long, bro. They don't live long.
Things they take and do to.
No, the things they go through in the sport. That sport, the fans are Neanderthals.
CTE.
I want to see them die. This game needs to be more violent than it is. You know
I
what
can't
I'm
believe
saying?
y'all protected the players
Right?
now. The game did change.
Like those people's
Yeah,
lives
they
don't
won't-
matter.
they
They
won't
make
be-
money. Like I'm broke. They have money. They should suffer. You know what I'm saying? So like that's they. Their lives are shortened dramatically, like because of the sport itself.
How long should we rest in between exercises and reps?
Depends on your goals and who you are, what you do. If you're one of those people who really lift heavy, like heavy, you need longer breaks in between sets so the muscles regenerate, But if you're like somebody who's just trying to if you're trying to gain muscle, you do need to go into a heavier space. So like say you're doing, say you pyramid. You ever do pyramid lifts?
Oh yeah.
Like so say you're on the bench or on a squat and you got 45s in there, you hit that like 15, 20 times or whatever you got. You throw on 25s after that, you hit that like 12, 13, 14 times. Then you go to 35s and you put 45s, like just whatever. You're doing it like that, right? As you go heavier, your breaks have to get a little longer.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell your ass.
And then as
That's
you
what
go
I was
back
trying
down,
to tell
you go
your
back
ass.
up again.
Yeah, you was
But
taking real long breaks.
So
but we not gonna bring that to the show.
So
But when you're doing like,
We was
you're
there from Wednesday to Thursday waiting for him to go to the. Just pick up that weight. Come on. If you can't do it, move to the next one.
but if you're trying to lose
He who
weight,
taught me that.
yeah, right. If you're trying to lose weight, you high, like
You go a
high
little quicker,
intensity,
right?
you go a little faster,
You trying to lose weight?
also
you trying to lose weight, fool, not me.
yeah,
I can
it makes
chill.
you burn
I'm good.
more calories sustaining the elevator.
Muscle memory is a thing, my man. And
I
if
can
I go too
chill.
slow and it's not overworking me,
The man just said.
yeah,
All right.
I did what he said. Right, what I just said.
I ain't gonna find
I man, look, bro. That's why I like what other
That
people
wasn't easy.
say.
Actually, no. He's yelling at me for making it harder.
What other people said, I just be like, all right, bro.
I just tell him what you just said to me.
That's how it works, bro. That's how it works.
I just be trying to be like both y'all.
Oh man, you don't be listening.
I listen to you every day. Every day.
He hear you.
Yeah, he hear you.
Oh, I hear you.
You hear everything, right? You hear everything people say.
Everybody? Everything?
Everything.
I just don't listen to you.
You just don't take it in.
I be listening.
That's good.
How many calories do I really need if I'm working out 4 times a week for 60 minutes, an hour each time?
You know how much you eat, man.
It depends on the size of your body, and what your goals are.
Okay.
So if you're trying to lose weight, so be aware that your body needs like 12 to 1,500 calories. Bare minimum, just to beat your heart, function your brain, support hormone development.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're working out at that number, that means you're burning off a good percentage of that, which puts you under it, which would be why, and for those who are doing this consistently, some people can handle it longer, but practically everyone eventually starts getting regular headaches. They have to drink coffee in the morning because they're lethargic. And the thing about that lethargy that they're experiencing is actually your brain itself suffering. That's what that is. The brain itself like struggling to sustain its action. So the caffeine turns off so the brain wants to shut down,
Right.
make you rest because you're not burning enough calories. You don't have enough
Caffeine say,
calories.
"Oh, no,
And
come
caffeine
on."
goes no to that hormone. Wake up, and so
Turn up.
ultimately you just lose muscle.
Yeah.
You just lose muscle, and then the body starts to go into a negative direction health-wise. So we got to be careful about following routines that bodybuilders use in order to change our body types. Bodybuilding it's not a thing that's based on health. It's based on appearance. So like relying on what a bodybuilder does to look better is like instead of getting your engine fixed, you go to a body mechanic to get a
You
paint
get the
job.
body fixed.
My muffler fell off.
You
Just
get the
paint it.
outside
Right,
fixed. You
right.
get it painted up.
Right, like it looks so
Yeah,
nice.
that's
I
what
can't
you
drive it.
I need a
nowhere,
tune-up.
You know what I mean?
Ain't it?
Yeah, right.
Right.
I need an oil change. Paint that mother. You know what I'm saying?
Just put another layer.
I need a new
Clean
engine.
on the
Tint the
outside.
windows.
Clean on the
Tint the windows,
inside.
right?
Clean on the
Clean.
outside.
Shine them rims and quit talking to me
Swear to
about
God,
this
bro.
transmission.
Ice cream.
Straight up.
Ice.
And that's what it
both
is,
y'all,
right?
Paint
It's,
job.
oh God. I don't care nothing about my insides. I just want to look
motor is
good.
horrible.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
Paint
said
this
an
bitch,
air
man.
filter. Paint it.
Paint this bitch, man.
Straight up,
Candy
bro.
paint.
I don't need no
Swear, man.
headlights,
'Cause
tail
that
light,
stop
brake
shit
light,
stink.
turn light.
man.
Oh yeah.
And then you know what ends up
Body
happening
tuned
too?
up like a NASCAR.
You like
Pit
you
stop.
stop going to the bathroom, and then when you do go, it smells like a dying body.
Yeah.
Like your body starts to fall apart.
My favorite
You're
thing
like,
to do
"But
is
I'm
when
losing
somebody
weight.
tell me- when they say I don't feel good, I go, well, how often do you poop? Oh, well, you know, I poop like every 2 or 3 days. What?
2 or 3 days.
And I always go, well, that's probably the problem. You probably need some more fiber first.
He backed up.
Huh? No, I don't need. I can poop. I'm telling you, I've been doing this. That's the problem. You've been doing this.
You've been doing this.
And then
You have to poop daily.
when you say you need fiber, instead of eating a fruit or a vegetable, they go get Metamucil. Like, no, bro, eat an apple. It's sugar in it and fiber. And that is not what are you talking. You know what I mean?
No, I don't like oatmeal, so I'm not gonna eat that. Give me some grits though.
Yeah.
I love grits.
You know I need some oatmeal.
I love
grits,
bro.
I put flaxseed in my grits.
I love grits, bro.
Flaxseed?
I make grits.
Yeah, for the fiber of the
I make
flaxseed.
my grits thick too. Oh,
Yeah,
Sugar in your grits?
Never.
No.
I don't even eat sugar.
No?
Unless I get some lemon heads from somebody. I don't know.
Oh, that's how you got a bribe.
Lemon heads. That's about it.
Yeah.
Love lemon heads.
Brandon Romine.
Ramani.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
to see you still
Well,
educated.
mine. I see you.
I be trying over here. I can't spell, read, nothing today. Are all calories equal? I'm asking you.
Oh.
You don't think so? I know you don't know.
Eat that
No.
up.
Come, let him have it.
No.
Pass it to you, Chris.
That's
No.
under you, Chris.
No.
How so?
So
So you telling me the 150 calories of a pop is not the same thing as 150 calories worth of nuts?
no.
No.
Why not?
Because the omega-9s, the omega-3s, and the fiber and the magnesium from every single calorie in the nut, and nothing in that other stuff.
So micronutrients are way more important than macronutrients.
Not more important, but they're equally important.
Okay?
So like macronutrients are what will just keep you alive.
Right.
You know, you just be alive. You might be sick as a dog and die younger, but you're still alive because you've met the need for caloric intake. Whereas micronutrients are what dictate how healthy your body is.
I like the way you said that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, how many different colors did you eat today? You know, how many different colors of things did you drink today that are natural as they are? So like beet juice, right? It's so good for you. It's incredible for you. But you're not supposed to depend on beet juice every day as a way to hydrate.
Right.
It's something that you do that adds to the vast array of things.
Drink your water and drink your beet.
Yeah, and then the next day, ginger juice, and the next day, carrot juice, and the next day, kale juice, and then the next, ginger juice is tough.
Straight ginger? Spicy.
Yeah, ginger.
Man, boy,
Spicy.
I feel like you got
I typically, whenever I do something like that, I always have a fruit that I like to mix with things. So when I do ginger, I prefer to do an apple or pineapple because there's really strong sweetness. When I do beets, I like beet with watermelon. Watermelon is not overpowering, and the waterness of watermelon takes away the earthiness of beet juice.
way more water in it too.
Yeah,
like,
so it smooths it out, levels it out. Yeah.
Super smart. I would
Juice
add
of jalapeno, that's what you need.
I would add a vegetable to that every time.
Which one?
Whenever you do
Beet
something.
is that's a
It's a root.
I already know since I said. You see me correct?
Got your ass.
I got you
Ginger,
first.
beet, carrot, roots. Those
Yeah.
are roots. Yucca, those are roots. But then you have the vegetable. So like that's what I mean. The spectrum. Turmeric. That's another root. It's orange.
Superfood for real.
Right. It has curcumin. That's its primary phytochemical, and then and it has carotenoids. Then you have ginger. That has gingerols, and it's got some of the phytochemicals that's in lemon in ginger, but it's that color. You know what I mean? And then beets have nitrates and
Another superfood.
yeah, just a lot of different. So
Everything
they're all
you named
different.
is a superfood.
Black grapes have resveratrol
Love black
in the
grapes.
skin.
Didn't I tell you about
They're
the
big
black
on
grapes?
and Concord. They're good for like stopping the aging process as well and improving the cell death pattern. Then there's so leafy greens. Each are different. Swiss chard has a different group of things inside of it.
Right.
As compared to kale, as compared to wheatgrass.
Compared to
or
spinach, compared
spinach.
to lettuce, compared to right.
Right, so they
Which-
all have a different compound nutrient. So they say eat the rainbow, which literally means eat the different colors every day. So like that's how I grocery shop. I got cuties and bananas, apples, and blueberries, and strawberries, and you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it covers
You mix
the
it
spectrum,
up.
and then I'll just cover the spectrum. And then my veggies, kale and spinach and white mushrooms, portobellos. You go down the list like I have the colors every week.
Right.
So, and I make sure that I have all of them before I eat anything else.
So the last trainer question I want to ask you, because I do have more, but I think I'm gonna save some of these for another time. Is it possible to eat too much healthy food?
That's a good question.
What you got, Coach?
I don't think so.
You eat 7 apples?
But
I
don't
would
think-
say,
Is that healthy to eat 7 of them?
I would say,
That's what I'm asking you, Coach.
Pat, a
Don't tell me to run
balance.
no more.
So your question kind of sounds, it's like,
Oh yeah.
so like I could eat,
Can you glut healthy food?
wait, you can glut one, because you're not supposed to only have one kind.
Okay.
You can glut 3, because you're not only supposed to have 3 kind. But if you have the spectrum of healthy stuff, and you're not frying anything,
We're talking raw.
only drinking water.
Yeah.
and
Plants.
Then, and then
right.
you have to cook beans. There is no raw beans.
That's fair.
So you like,
Tell them you can eat raw lentils, technically.
oh, you eat raw, yeah, those not
Oh.
beans though.
They're not.
seeds. Yeah, but they're looking
Oh, they're
but
bad raw.
they're, you have to do them. They're a tool.
Oh, I ate them raw before.
No, they're a tool. They're a tool. When they're raw, they're a tool. I'm not gonna give my secrets.
'Cause you gotta
That's
sprout
how I
'em?
use There's a few things. There's more to it, but they're all different. But
Spicy.
if you're getting,
We almost done.
your body would stop your hunger. It would just stop. It would just stop. Having like a large amount of fiber, it would just be like skirt. You would be like,
Let
oh
me
my
work
God.
on this for a while.
Yeah, and then a couple hours, a few hours later, it'll move through.
Right.
If you eat that much stuff, that like a large amount of fresh produce and stuff like that every day, it'll speed your metabolism up. I time mine. I know how long it takes for me to digest food. And so if I notice that my pattern of digestion is slower, then I go back and go, like I'm telling you, clean. So I can get
We're gonna
back.
come back to this.
It takes
I
me
think
about
you could go for
10
this
and a
for a
half.
while.
I can go for hours and hours.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to
Want
some
We
of
haven't
this.
talked about anything.
Want some more?
What do you mean?
Whatever this mean, we got a series.
We haven't talked about
We
cancer
got-
prevention.
we got
We
a
haven't
series.
talked
We
about
we got a series for
heart
sure.
disease. We haven't talked about
Mindfulness.
mindfulness. That's a whole subject. I'm gonna go into that real quick. So,
Go
mindfulness is it's a practice that a lot of people are not explained and don't get. So they tell you about meditation, right? You sit there, you do your thing, you listen, and you sit back and you align your spine and you try to relax and you breathe. And some people picture images, and some people have music playing, and some people do breathing patterns. Well, that is one way. And what that does is it eliminates a lot of the cortisol production of stress hormones in your adrenal glands, which are located just above the kidneys. And they create all of your hormones, almost all of your hormones. And your stress hormones, like if you get your heart broken, like right that moment you walk in on your girl with the dude,
Damn.
you know that
That
feeling
just
right here?
raw.
That explosion right here, that's your adrenal glands
Yeah.
creating cortisol and pumping that straight throughout your bloodstream, getting you ready for adrenaline. Okay? That process stops your organs from working properly. Your body's trying to gather all of its energies to get ready to defend its life.
Gotcha.
For sure, once you see a woman on that bed,
Adrenaline. Right. That's what adrenaline. And so, right. And so people carry that cortisol all the time, just thinking about a regular day.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
And
fair, yeah.
we don't realize that we can choose our thoughts. We are like, no, this thought is quantified to be accurate to this moment. I should be depressed and miserable and angry.
'Cause I earned this.
Because we believe in relying on our circumstances for our joy, when our circumstances require our joy in order for us to affect them, you know?
That's fair.
So what
Yeah.
mindfulness is, it is the act of moving meditation into your active day. And so this one brilliant dude, he like mentored Dr. Martin Luther King for a while. Thich Nhat Hanh, it's a Vietnamese dude. And he created a subject called mindfulness meditation. And he created this place called Plum Village in France, where people go on retreats. And shout out to Thich Nhat Hanh, man.
Shout out.
For sure. Beautiful
Shout
song. And people would go out there and do these mindfulness retreats and come back like alleviated of everything. And so in these retreats, they do like
rolling up. So that's what I'm trying to, like-
actually, yeah, there were some people doing that, but they kind of like give them a chance to get it out before they, because you have to
Before
like,
they do it.
yeah, because you have to let everything go. There's no alcohol, there's no weed, there's no nothing.
Gotcha.
So they're like, if that's your vice, they give you that time period beforehand, and then you go in, and then it's time to like break free of it, because what you are isn't that, and what you are is like something that we've all distracted from and become these personalities that our circumstances have led us to be. And so what mindfulness meditation is it's your time to focus in on what you are while you're carrying out your life.
Got it.
Like when the last time you caught onto your heartbeat while you're just carrying on your everyday life? Like
Not often, for sure.
Right? No one in your life, Do you know how the bottoms of your feet feel? Right now in this moment. How about your spine? About the middle of your back? Have you ever felt your whole body at the same time? You don't really feel yourself until you feel pain.
Right.
And so what that is the awareness. You like take the time to draw your awareness into what you are, everything that encases the soul that is behind the eyes. And so what you do is you just try to, at the start of the day, catch on to where your heartbeat is without touching it, and you'll find the pulse eventually. And as you carry out everything you do, don't let go of that.
Kind of like the mind-body connection that's associated with bodybuilding and weightlifting, each other. Okay.
It's a
I like that.
meditation. And so like they become one in there, but they're like in there. They're like, boy. They're like into every.
No, I understand
body.
exactly what you're saying.
So it is the same. So in a sense, it can alleviate an enormous amount of pressure and stress in the body just by like, instead of judging, because judging the world.
So you're saying this is a form of meditation, right?
Oh God, yeah, it's
Okay.
profound. And judging the world is what we do to help keep ourselves safe in a certain kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that judgment and creativity don't go together. And it requires creativity in order to like pull yourself out of darkness. You gotta
That's
really,
true.
You gotta really have that right brain just ready and alive.
Yeah.
And it's not when you're in the space of these circumstances, this situation, this female, this ex, this, or even claiming possession of the person that you're not connected to, my ex, and stuff like that. And you really put that stuff on you as a subject.
You're right. I'm sorry, putting it off
So-
on you. Your ex.
Right.
The one I used to date, your ex.
Right. But see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so,
I like
so
it.
mindfulness,
I feel
like,
better.
mindfulness is not a space
Yours.
where you're like spending time trying to be like, none of that. It's really like catching on to your breath and your heartbeat. Slow down. You know what I mean? Like pull yourself into yourself and recognize that and when you do, you'll be way more sensitive to like the people around you. You'll catch on to where they're at and kind of like back off a little bit because
You see it coming.
you'll see it and feel it coming.
Right.
But because we're so like, we into everybody in certain kinds of ways, everybody differently, we carry all these different hats because you carry one hat around your kids, you carry another hat around your guys, you carry another hat around your girl. And so like it spins people into like these different directions emotionally, when the ultimate sign of spiritual maturation is when that person in each of those spaces is closer to the same person.
Yeah.
And so like,
I got a side question for you. So there are many people who are religious who look at meditation, they hear the word meditation, and they take it as a negative connotation.
it's just a lack of education, like all of their religions.
You like that? Look at him.
I like that. I like that.
He just released
What
like
they
yes.
say, meditation got a negative connotation, lack of education.
You just don't know any better,
Right.
it's in every religion, like if you don't see, you ain't read it in the Bible, you just ain't found the scripture. Meditate on the good works in the Lord and all things come through this good in this creation and time. That is in the Bible.
Literally there.
Literally
Right.
there. Meditate.
Right.
Hindus and Buddhists and Muslims, everybody has Hare Krishnas, like everybody has a subject of meditation there because every human in history needs to take the time to recognize that your social realm ain't you.
Right.
It's just a result of what you were.
That's true.
They said, and the Emancipation Proclamation.
I left it for you because I knew he wanted to say that. That makes perfect sense. So, feel free to speak on this one, but I'm gonna say I did a little bit of research looking these questions up, and it says the studies prove that mindfulness can help improve stress, anxiety, and depression, heart health, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, body pain, fibromyalgia, addiction, mental function, your immune system, and anger.
All at once.
That's serious.
It is. That's why I said I wanted to discuss it.
That's serious.
Serious, you know. Everybody's, I don't like these kinds of people. I don't agree with these kinds of view systems. I think, bro,
The ability
you
to
are 1 in 8 billion. Your judgments of all of that stuff ain't accomplishing a goddamn thing.
because this is proof.
It's just this is what it is. They're
Yeah.
doing what they're doing, and without your acceptance mattering at all, and finding other people that agree with you is not going to bring you peace.
Right.
It's just going to make you go further into your ego. Really back up, man, and like recognize that none of it is of any benefit. Actually, just finding people who want to help heal. That's really
That makes sense.
Everybody's got a purpose, you know what I mean? In a certain, some people are supposed to be what you never want to be in life. Some people are supposed to show you how to never behave. Some people, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
that's one of my favorite sayings. Even a fool can give you good advice.
You ain't trying to be like that.
Because he may not be telling you what you need to hear, but he's showing you what you do not need to be doing.
Bro. Tell me what I
all
was saying.
day, bro.
Or they done
all
lived
day.
it a long time. They know.
So, all these subjects are like real valuable, but they're useless if you're not gonna change your habits. You know, like
Right.
like alcohol can't be done every day. It's got to be like once a week, every other week, every 3 weeks. Actually,
Right.
But to healthy wise.
So you can keep going.
Right, or like, so you can still enjoy it, you know, too, and it don't destroy your liver, and your liver has a chance to process it out and then continue to heal, because, you know, your body can't burn fat when you're drinking.
Really?
No, it can't. You know what it
That
does?
make a lot of sense.
But and then you got people, so if you like running and hooping and stuff, that'll keep your body down. Boy, when you stop hooping, man.
It's gonna blow up.
Oh, I feel you. What
All
up?
that,
What?
everything, just all in the bad places too, all in the joints too. Your elbow swells up.
And don't you have to consume a lot more water when you drink?
Help
flush those
yeah,
toxins?
well, not just flush, just because it dehydrates your body too.
Yeah.
Like it dehydrates your organs. It makes your organs degenerate. It like over time, like you can see it
I like
on your
that.
face too, you know. And then you like, I can't get rid of this pain right here. Then that pain becomes a thing. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like, it is a poison. Humans have an extreme obsession with poisoning ourselves.
It's a euphoria.
We love it. Like we all, oh my God, I can't wait to eat this poison, drink this poison. Like think about it. How many people go, ooh, can't wait to eat this broccoli.
I can't wait.
Ooh, this asparagus. I'll do that out loud too. I say it out loud at the house just to like practice the behavior so my body can hear me speaking as, ooh, I can't wait to eat this garlic asparagus with dill.
Right.
Fire as hell, though.
It sounds
A little
good.
lemon juice. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's the problem, you know. And so, I'm not saying everybody's got to give up all their vices. I'm saying you need to create a moderation. You need to slow down.
The vices.
You know, like our sugars and our alcohols and our candies and our potato chips and
You see the mind slide over here? I ain't with you.
Chips, boy.
I'm trying.
That's
boy.
your weakness, ain't it?
women heads, all that stuff, man. You know,
Yeah.
gummy worms, red dye, what is it? Red number 40.
Wendy Fofos and chicken sandwiches.
Man, I used to eat, man,
Number
I
6.
I ate
Clean.
13 junior bacon cheeseburgers in one sitting.
Man.
Over and over and over. 14 junior, I like all the time. Give me 10 junior bacon cheeseburgers. You got a lot of people to feed.
Yeah, you looking at it.
He is eyeing him.
Right, yeah.
You looking
My
at
heart skipped a beat one day and I didn't know what was going on. I was like,
Yeah.
and I went to the doctor. He was like, "Hey, man, I'm like 240. Like, God, that was huge. 238." He goes, "What are you eating?" I was like, "What do you mean?" I work out. He's like, "I mean, you clearly work out, but
What did you eat?
Say the
son,
inside.
you are 26 with high blood pressure." I was like,
So you was paint. You get the
I
paint
could
job.
dunk from
Oh,
dotted
ice
line behind
cream.
dotted line on drop
Paint
step. You
job.
talking about, you know what I mean?
No, because you was getting that paint
I
job.
had no idea.
Yeah.
I was so busy getting paint jobs in my tinted windows and I wasn't paying attention to the
Tins.
engine. You know what I mean?
The wheels was real clean. Them
Yeah.
tins, he kept them cleaned up.
Problem
Yeah,
is,
kept 'em
was that
clean, though.
right? I didn't know that every calorie is not equal.
Right.
Ain't putting that oil.
That's
They're
a big
not.
deal.
I was eating fried, this and that. I was big and muscular and all that stuff, and then I had the problems. And I was drinking muscle milk and all kinds of.
Y'all ever heard that story about T.T. Fletcher, how he had his heart attack? CT Fletcher was eating, was it four or five Big Macs a day for lunch? So he go get a couple fries, 4 or 5 Big Macs, drinking a shake or two, or a pop.
But he was lifting.
But he lifting crazy.
Yeah.
He said one day he was at work, and he just gave out. He had a heart attack. He had to change it all. He was huge.
Oh, yeah. Too. And everybody, you gotta stop caring about putting on a paint job, man. You gotta start talking about that oil change.
Ice cream paint job.
Transition, transmission, you know what I mean? Take care of the insides. When the last time that you actually ate a raw vegetable on a daily basis?
Not just the same apple or banana.
Right, mixing it up.
Yeah.
Seeded grapes, seeded watermelon, pineapple.
Where do you find your seeded grapes at?
I hate giving up my sources.
Then don't do it. Then don't do it. They out there.
They out there.
They
They
out
out there. Because every time I posted, man, everybody
They
go over
gone.
and buy them, man. I went in there, I posted, I was like, oh, I heard Kroger got some seeded grapes. I ran in there. It was like one bag. I was like, and the manager I know, I was like, bro, he's like, you gotta stop posting
You
it.
gotta stop posting it, bro.
You
It's
gotta
on
post
you.
it after you got yours. Apparently, people was like, God damn it.
As the manager, I came to you like,
I'm
thank you. Thank you.
I actually put up a post like, I ain't even saying where I got them from. Now, straight up, man.
I see it.
Dang, y'all, but really those seeded grapes and eat the seeds. Eat the seeds if you can.
As much as you can.
Yes, pumpkin
I love
seeds,
roasted
watermelon seeds, grape seeds. They all have incredible health benefits. Linoleic
He
acid.
said, don't eat the seed.
Who said that?
Watermelon will grow on your stomach.
America.
Oh yeah.
America.
And you supposed to be the coach.
You supposed to be saints.
On the subject of food. So in front of us, we have some of your products.
Yeah.
Wanna talk to us?
We're going, yeah. So
I drank mine. Go ahead, talk
at
to
the
us.
start of the new year, we'll be distributing 6 servings of our plant-based taco meat. So they have like that stuff at the store made out of soy and stuff, and machine processed quinoa with a bunch of maltodextrin and all sort of stuff that they add to it. And mine doesn't have any of that. Actually, it's made out of all whole food ingredients. Everything's organic in it. And I partnered with Van Drunen Farms and Moments.
Shout out to Van Drunen.
Yeah, they're
Drunen.
producing. We just got our son. We're discussing, bigger things in distribution, and we partnered with Black Oaks Farms, and they are a real big help in a big way with our produce and our seeds. And
That's what's up.
here's our veggie burgers. We got 4 of those in there. You should be able to get these on the new year at the Kankakee Natural Foods health food store in town.
That's big.
And working on a gym called Mitch's Fitness, opened by a young man who was a trainer I trained.
Okay.
And we'll be distributing there as well, at Richmond Park. And then there's another group of gyms in Chicago, about 6 of them that we're in communication with as well.
Right.
So we're working on getting our products out there. Our tonics really, so the tonics, man, this is really what started it all. While my father was dying, and my daughter was away at college, we had to figure out another way to make some bread.
Yeah.
And along with the gym, it just, we needed another source. So I started getting out these tonics that I've been making for a good long time. And they have real legitimate benefits. Folks who drink them every day usually tend to lose about 10 pounds after a few weeks just drinking these, but of fat and waste. They don't make you have the runs. They give you natural energy because they contain each of the minerals that the body needs in a day. It's a recipe that I created myself, and it calms stomach issues. If you have a stomach virus, it'll knock it out in 30-45 minutes.
Say that again.
If you had a stomach
35,
virus,
45
it would knock it out in 30 to 45 minutes.
So last time when I was sick, I should have drank.
You should just drink the ginger one.
Yeah.
I got people. I hope
You ain't
some
talk
of
to
them
me,
will
but
watch
that's
it
okay.
because
You
every
let me
one
just
of
say
them.
it, coughing 4 episodes after him. I was half dead.
But yeah, it really is profound. And they each have, some of them have added benefits, like our blue magic one has spirulina, which is the seaweed that salmon consume to create omega-3s in their bloodstream. And then it also has goji berry in there, which has anthocyanins that are designed for long-term health and reducing toxicity of the bloodstream. Then we have hibiscus as well.
I love
that one's
hibiscus.
good
That's
for
good for your blood.
Yeah, blood. Yeah, clean blood. Then we have one that has the chlorophyll of organic alfalfa greens. So it's highly. Let me tell you about chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, high concentrated chlorophyll like that. If you have that after fried food, it'll stop the cancer cell development that all fried foods cause in your urinary tract. All fried foods cause cancer.
How about catfish?
All of them.
Okay.
All of them. All that oil stuff, processed foods, those fake things that people consume that are not made out of anything real, all cause and promote cancer. All of them. The fake burger meats and the animal meats that you eat at the store, all the fillers that you would never see any steak that look like
red.
That if you go and get you a real cow. Out here, people buy quarter cows. That is how you get your meat. Go to the farmer.
The butcher?
Go to the farmer.
Go to the farmer.
Go to the
I had
farmer.
to ask. I don't know.
Go to the farm.
Make sure.
Start patronizing local farms.
Shout out to T Smooth too. They got a farm too.
For sure.
Really? Yeah. Patronize the farms, y'all. Several of them still use pesticides and all.
But it's minute, I bet,
compared to what you're getting at the store that has to travel across the country, you may need to get local. One of the biggest producers of local produce is right down the street from here.
Really?
Right here on like farm produce, right here on Larry Power Road. Right out
That red farm?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Good people too.
That's what's up.
Right on the corner.
Learn something new every day.
Right on the corner.
Learn something new every day. What's the name of the restaurant?
Binge, Bridging Earth's Nutritional Gaps.
And what are the days and hours of operation?
Monday through Friday, noon till 7 p.m. and Saturdays, noon till 5 p.m.
Sundays.
Close, it's closed, but I'm here prepping.
It's close, but I'm in
Stays
there.
close to y'all.
I'm in the building.
The food you buying at them stores and the pre-made stuff, that came from machines. That stuff in there came from these hands. And
That's
it's mind and my wife's mind.
Right.
My wife is dope. She helped make all of this happen, and she is like the catalyst to a lot of what else we're gonna be able to put together after. I mean, if she decides to, we could just start to open up like a hair growth line, natural hair growth line, using all natural things. Educating people on the proper stuff on skincare, all kinds of things. She's a legit cosmetologist.
Right.
She studied the health subject along with me here. So like I'm telling you, babe, if you watching, please.
That's the start of the shout out.
I know, right?
Who else you want to shout out?
Camille.
Little homie.
My daughter Camille and Miracle, Colin.
My peoples.
DH, Daniel Harris, Jasmine, Elliot. I mean, I could go down a long list of people. But I know so many people. I couldn't even I would be all day here. But everybody, you all know who you are. Love you all.
Shout out to the team.
Sean Northern. My best friend since I was 13. He was 12, man. And
Right.
We putting this thing together on purpose, you know. So we gotta make it happen, you know. We could use the community. The New Year's almost here. We taking small children, we taking senior citizens. Start you off from scratch. Come on out and don't be afraid to change your life for the better.
I like that. Up.
Good. Big guys. Let's get on the street. On the street.
I wasn't even ready again.
On the street.
Definitely want to shout out to you. We really appreciate you coming on,
yes, sir.
creating our first series
For
with
the
us.
third time.
There we go. Bro man on the 5th floor. I really don't have no major shout outs, man. Again, shout out to everybody who watches the show, everybody who comments, our friends, family, and even people who are a little further distant out who've been staying with us every time.
Can I say one more shout out?
Go ahead.
Jeremiah Mitchell and Mitch's Fitness. I want to send a shout out to him.
Mitch's
Folks out over near Richmond Park, man. If you're anywhere near there within 45 minutes, it would be within your best interest to give them a try in your New Year's efforts.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
He played in K1, didn't he?
Yeah, he did play.
okay.
Yeah, I was
That's
cracking.
what
I didn't even know he was playing it. I saw him like Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I what up, Calmese? You know, it was so funny. I was tripping, but yeah, that's one heck of athlete. I was training him to get ready for the NFL draft.
Okay.
And then I saw all the kids in the community and just loved him. I was like, man, bro, you are a trainer. I know you trying to do all this, but you are a trainer. Like I showed him like the ropes of like what I understood, and he just took it to his own version.
And ran it, huh?
Ran with it, brother. It's cold. Look him up on Instagram. He is talented, bro.
That's what's up. That's all I really got. I ain't got many today.
Bruh. You know, I'm always shout out the kids. Shout out to all the kids out here doing something. Hooping, academics, chess, bowling, volleyball. Next, the daughter just went out for volleyball. So, man, yeah, all the kids doing something in the schools, doing something positive. Shout out to all the trainers out here helping people get in shape.
For sure.
I know it's hard to do it by yourself. Some people need trainers to help them. So shout out to all the trainers, man. We got the patience to help people get their bodies right and their mind right too. Shout out to all y'all on Facebook. Shout out to my boy Kane.
For sure. He probably owe me some money by now. I ain't seen him.
Nah, bro, we got this thing with Mad, and I told him he beat me. I'm gonna give him 500. He been Bill Belichick. He been trying. He been focused, bro. Every morning we play. Every morning, and when he get out of school, we play right when he get out of school. So, but that's what I like.
He coming close yet?
Bro, he coming real close, bro. He coming real close.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so he's starting to pick up.
I know who to ask for $100. So
yeah, man, he on my heels, man. Yeah. So shout out to all y'all. And the high school actually got esports now, electronic sports as a curriculum.
Oh.
So they teaching. They having people come in to teach the kids
I
how
know.
to play certain
Yeah,
games.
I got a good friend. Shout out to Bear G, baby. His son just got a scholarship.
Man, crazy, bro, for playing the game.
Scholarship.
For playing the game.
Yes.
So
all them people who told me to quit playing the game and was wasting my time. I ain't shouting you out.
Right.